Hallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zu meinem canal. Hoy voy a compartir contigo algunas cosas y algunos consejos que me ayudaron muchísimo en mis procesos para aprender los idiomas que conozco. Al momento de lingue que conozco nell'ordine sono l'italiano, lo spagnolo, l'inglese e il tedesco, un pochino. And I really wanted to share with you those tips because I really am confident, I really believe that those tips, those things can help you in your journey with whatever language you are dealing with. And yeah, I hope this video can be helpful for you, and if it will, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have some tips more or something that you want to share with the others, also let your comment here below and I will be so happy to read you. Yeah, let's get. So the first thing that I feel is so important and crucial in order to really learn a language and do that with the best spirit and also with the less pain that you can have is try to understand why you would love to learn this language, and not why you should do that, why you want to do that, why you should really want to perceive this goal. And I'm saying that because a lot of times we want to learn a language, or we have to learn a language because the school is telling us that we have to do that, or maybe we have an exam, or I don't know, maybe we have to move to a different country, so we have to do that. Maybe we are going to have an Erasmus in a little time and we want to be prepared, or whatever it is, but we, outside of this condition, we wouldn't have wanted to do that. So one thing that I realized is so important to make you in the good mindset to learn a language is to find your own reason why you would love to do that. And for me personally, it is finding like a person with who I would love to have an interaction with. And it can be a YouTuber, it can be a person that I really know, it can be a person that I just met one time. But for me, the only thing that really triggers me in order to really want to learn a language is to have a person in mind and thinking that I want to talk with this person or to this community or whatever it is. Another reason that can be very motivating is, for example, the culture or something specific that the people that live in a specific country and that use this specific language have, and you are interested in it. So before starting to learn something, I really recommend to you to try to search for the culture of this place, to, I don't know, maybe some YouTubers, maybe someone that speak in this language and that maybe you can feel near with, and ultimately something specific that this culture, this language have and can make you achieve and that you want to achieve, so that you really are motivated for yourself and not for something else to learn this language. After having clarified that for me is like the base of learning a language, then we can go to more like specific and technical stuff that can help you so much. And I will divide this like monologue in 4 steps, like one for what concerns the listening part and listening skills, one that concerns the writing skills, one the speaking skills, and one the reading skills. Because if you're trying to get a certification or just to really learn a language, you should be very aware of those 4 areas and you should be able to manage all 4. Moreover, a lot of the things that I'm going to say for each one of this area can repeat themselves, because you can do one stuff and you doing just that can improve all those areas. So the first area is speaking, and I'm talking about it first because a lot of times, even more if you really have to go in a place or interact with people, the first thing that you need is speaking. The first thing that you can do is, as everyone say, put yourself in front of a mirror and just practice with yourself. So you will see your face, you will see your mouth, the way in which you move it, the way in which you just, interact with yourself, and you will listen to you, but you will also look at you, and so it will help you a lot. But for me personally, it didn't work. I don't know, I was not feeling comfortable in doing that. So if you want, this helped a lot of people, so I will leave you also this tip. But me specifically, I did something different, which is pretty much the same, but I think even better, and you will have a lot of fun doing that. And this is singing. I sing every single day of my life and multiple times a day. So it was very fun for me to just select some songs that I really loved, and all of them were sang by Laura Pausini and also a little bit of Tiziano Ferro, which was what I was singing and listening at the epoch. I was in middle school, and yeah, I knew those songs by memory in Italian. So the fact that those singers were singing the same song in another language was helping me a lot, because I already knew what the lyric were, and I just could improve my vocabulary so much because I already knew what I was listening to, so I could associate even more the Spanish word with the Italian word, and also singing on the lyric helped me so much because, first of all, you're speaking and you are not even noticing, so you're practicing. Two, music is so melodic, and I don't know if you notice, but when you sing in a language, you accentuated the slang of this language so much. So if you are singing on a singer that is from Spain or is very good at Spanish, and you copy this person because you are singing, so you are copying this person, then also your slang will improve too, because when you sing, you accentuated your way of speaking and their way of speaking. So when you really have to talk, you already are used to talk in a certain manner that is the correct one, and also you will improve your vocabulary so much. But if you are not a singer and you just don't enjoy singing at all, I have another option for you, and this option is completely free and is called Tandem. Tandem is so good. It's an application completely free, obviously not sponsored. You can just download this app in your phone and select which languages you would love to learn and which languages you already know. And this app will match you with people that are speaking ton of the language that you want to learn and that want to learn the language that you know. So you are matched with person that really can help you to learn this language, and you will be able to chat with them, so writing, and we are going also there, but also to record yourself and just do a vocal message with this person, or do video calls, or just calls. So it just as WhatsApp, but for another goal. And I feel this is so good, and also you can make a lot of friends, and it can be also even more, rewarding to just be able to talk with someone that you care now about. Finally, the third tip in order to improve your speaking skills is talk in your mind with yourself, which we do all the time, at least me. And if we really are focused about thinking what you are thinking, but in another language, you will improve so much, because maybe the grammar will be not the best, but you will understand yourself either way. Maybe you don't know how to say some word, but the thing that every single time that you're thinking about something, you try to do this in another language, it means that you practice a ton of times a day, and also you enter in this modality of switching your brain in a different language every single time, because you are maybe communicating in Italian, then you go home and then you switch. And this helps you so much also when you in real life are talking with someone in a language and then you have to split in another one. So talking with yourself is something that you put a little effort in, but you have a very big rewarding of. The only problem is that if you just do that, the sound that you have in your mind is not the sound that is going to go out from your mouth. So I think that it's better to do a combo with this and something else. But of course, if you do that, it will not hurt you at all. Now, for what concerns listening. Again, the first thing that comes to my mind is singing, because when you sing, you have to accentuate not just the slang, but also the words. So if I want to make me understand in a song, I have to really, really be careful about how I speak and just be very clear with all the vocals and whatever I'm going to do. So if you listen to a song, you are most probably helped in understanding what they are doing. First of all, because it's very melodic. Second of all, because they have to make them understand, so they are more careful about it. Third of all, after a while you learn that by memory, so you already know what the person is going to say, and so you recognize even more the words, and so listening will be so much easier for you. And then when you will listen to someone that is speaking normally, you will already be trained in a easier way and also in a more powerful way. Not just that, but you have a great source that is YouTube. And YouTube has a lot of music, but also a lot of people that on one side just try to make you learn a language. So they try to speak in a way that you can understand, and they focus about the grammar and the pronunciation and whatever, and it's so good for listening. But on the other side, and this is so good for me, there are a lot of people that are just trying to be like content creator, but they are speaking a language because they have to communicate with someone, and so they will speak the language that you want to learn. So if you see a content creator and you watch his YouTube channel and his videos with the intent of trying to understand the most that you can out of it, and if you want to search the word that you don't know, or just try to understand what this video is about and try to catch the most that you can, you're practicing so much and you're not wasting any time on YouTube. Ultimately, again, tandem, because you can talk with this person, but you can also, and you should receive an answer, so you will become also better at listening, just in the meanwhile that you have a really good and nice conversation. Also, they all are there for learning, so it's very difficult that you will find someone that will judge you because your pronunciation is not good, or your words were not precise, or just you are not very good at communication still, because we are all there for this reason. So you are in a very, very protected environment, and this is so beautiful, and you can make many, many friends there. About writing. Writing is something that I struggle the most with, and also because for communicating with someone that I'm interested in, I usually don't have to write, but this is very important and you don't have to underestimate it, as I did for a very long time and as I'm not doing anymore. The first thing is just to completely circle tandem again, because you not just call the other person, do a vocal message or whatever, but you also write. And the beautiful, beautiful thing about tandem is that you not only write to the other and the other writes to you, but you have also the possibility to change the message. So if someone is talking to me and he is making some mistakes, I can take his message, write the right one, and send it again. So he will see above his message with all the mistakes, put it in red, and under that the same message but with the like little pieces in green, so that he can not just understand how the correct structure was, but also the exact point where he or she made the mistake. And this is the same for you. So it is so good. And yeah, it's just very helpful. It helped me a lot. The second one is something more like common, and is write note or write a diary. And I'm not very good at it. Honestly, I have never done it. But I think that if I would have done it, I would have been so much better, so much sooner. And so if you just write a message to someone else, yes, you will improve, because without even notice you are practicing, and maybe you don't want really to make a message that is not very understandable, so maybe you also go to research how to say it properly, or maybe not, but you know, you are practicing and you are also having fun. But another type of learning step can be just at night. For example, I heard that at night before going to sleep, you can just say in 3 phrases or maybe more, or do a little diary with or your experiences of the day, if you feel comfortable doing that, or just 3 phrases in which you say something that you did during the day. So maybe at this hour I eat this, and so you also have the vocabulary of meal and time and whatever. Today I met my friend and I was very happy because I love them, or something like that. You know, it don't have to be very, very difficult, but the fact that you are doing this every single day will help you a lot. Then if you feel more comfortable and you really want to do more, of course you can also write letters and a real proper diary and whatever it is. The more you write, the best it is. But if you don't feel like doing this all, just 3-4 phrases a day, maybe also just 1 or 2, will do a big change in your learning process. Finally, reading. Reading is something that, again, I struggle, because maybe I can do another video about my process of learning, but even though I studied languages at school, I really learned more by myself. And because I was not very disciplined and I just wanted to learn what I was feeling I wanted to learn, I really, for a very long time, I was not really focused about learning well how to write and how to read. So yeah, I was not very good at it, but you can be better than me. And so here are the tips. The first one, and the intro was because I know this can sound very boring, also for this I put this at the end of the video, but really it makes the difference, is for example reading newspapers. And I had to do this in middle school, so it was very stressful for me. But it cannot just be a newspaper, it can be a blog or something that you are interested in and that uploaded like daily or weekly or whatever it is, but it's done in a very serious way, so you are sure that what you're reading is in a proper, correct grammar language, because if not, you are improving but not that much. So it's important also to read something that you know for sure is well written. And it can also be a book. So the second tip is read some book that you are really interested in, and of course make sure that the level is enough for you so that you don't have to search every single word, then you don't understand anything and just you get stressed. But if you cope to find a book, maybe a child book, or maybe a book that is more, you know, maybe a romance, maybe something like that, there is more dialogue, it's not very technical, or whatever it is that you are interested in, then you can read a chapter, half a chapter, 3 pages, 1 page a day or a week, whatever it is. The more you do that, the better it is. But you will find a complete difference in your way of speaking, of listening, and also of thinking, because now you have so much more vocabulary and also a very good structure and grammar structure in mind, because you read it a lot, and so it will help you in all the other areas, but also of course in the reading one. And last but not least, a part of tandem, because you have to read the text, but I don't want to focus on that because I feel it's a little bit banal. But the last thing is songs, again, because when you really want to learn a song, you also have to read the text, and not just read the text, but when you learn the song, you read and you speak out loud, which is something that a lot of people tell you that you should do while you read your book. You also read out loud, but you can do that, and of course it's so good. But a lot of person, included me, it's not that easy, also because maybe you are focusing about how you are reading this, so you are not very focused about what you are reading, so you have to read this again. And if you really want to learn and just read what this book is saying, you know, it just doesn't go along very well with it. While if you want to sing a song, you can read the text, sing on this also with the voice of the singer, so all what we said before. And so you are not just listening and speaking and reading, but you are speaking on the reading, and so you have a combo of everything. For this reason I say that singing for me is so beautiful, but also so important for the languages, because with just one thing that for me is so fun, you have all inside. Then of course all the rest, as I said, is so good, but yeah, with just singing you have a lot of it. So yeah, maybe you don't like singing, but if you do, this is a great discovery. So yeah, that was it. I hope this video was helpful for you in some way, and if it was, just let me know please in the comments. And if you have something else to say, as I said at the beginning, also let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you are already on Tandem and you are searching for someone just to talk with and whatever, feel free to use the chat below just for saying, hey, I'm here, I want to learn this language, is someone available for it? And yeah, I will be very happy that this channel was also a place for a community to find each other and just work together. So yeah, feel free to use it as you want, with the respect for everyone. So yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up and also subscribe, because the way in which this video will be presented to more people is just for you to subscribe and to say that this video has a value. If not, the algorithm doesn't really care about it. And with that said, I hope to see you soon in my next video, and I wish you a very beautiful day and a very beautiful life and a very beautiful language journey.